the feedback that I got yesterday was very universal from the borrowers. Disapproval with respect to the option to extend the loan term and to reinstate the loan, for lack of a better term. I think that, and I understand what you said before about trade offs, but I think the one theme that just keeps coming back to me is, the risk of insolvency of NewCo. And, before people are willing to lock up for 5 years and pay high interest rates, they have to have a certainty that their collateral is going to be there at the end of that term. So if I had to sort of distill the one universal comment I got from everyone yesterday, from the borrowers, whether they're in the group or not, was that uncertainty. And there are some very, very, very smart, borrowers out there who have done very well in the crypto space, at least in the past. And, all of them are saying to me, why would I ever agree to pay these interest rates on a 5-year term with no prepayment option when I have no certainty that the collateral will be there at the end of that time? So I think that, that is the fundamental starting point, is to get some level of, assurance, certainty that we're just not entering into another Celsius / BlockFi / FTX type situation.
David, that is a fair point, and I completely understand it. I think we saw with Voyager when they almost went out of the frying pan right into the fire with FTX. So I get it. I know that Jason, Mike, and the team at Nova Wolf and the team at Figure and Provenance, they're very anxious to engage with the creditor community. And I think no one will be asked to make any choices without full disclosure and to discuss this point specifically. I mean, I think we all know better than ever now, not your keys, not your coins, and that we really need to understand what happens if something goes wrong.
In regards to the loans, I know you guys have spoken extensively about it, and there's nothing more than I would like to get all borrowers on board for this NewCo. We all want this NewCo to be successful. Loans would love to support Earn and their equity tokens by bringing more value and being able to honor the loans. Just the concern is going to be you're asking borrowers to lock up their collateral for 5 years. There's been no crypto company that hasn't gone into bankruptcy, maybe minus Abra, that hasn't lasted longer than 5 years. We're definitely open to the interest rates, anywhere 7.5% to 12%. Those are fair market interest rates. There's no issues with the interest. It's the question of the 5-year lockup with a new company and not having any assurances right now that if we're paying 12% for 5 years, what's to say in year 4.5 that company gets bankrupt? So we'd have to just talk about assurances with the collateral and how that's going to get treated. And then the one other thing we'll discuss directly with Nova Wolf is this idea of an off-ramp at each successive year. I have no issues extending my loan out 5 years, 6 years, 7 years if it means getting 100% of the collateral. But if people should have the option at year one, a 50% haircut and paying 50% of the principal. Same at year two, just different percentages, all stuff that we'll discuss directly with Nova Wolf. It's no surprise, as you guys know, we've talked directly with Abra. Abra should be putting in a formal bid. They've been highly collaborative in this process. They don't want to poach any customers. They want to be a solution for borrowers. If that's what borrowers are going to get, and they're going to get if they're going to get a better deal, but not at the expense of Earn. I know, Scott, you've stressed it's a pie. There's only so many pieces. And we've got to make sure that everything is fair to everyone. But I just want to stress that Abra remains involved. They'll be submitting a formal bid.
I think the Nova Wolf guys are very excited to speak with everybody. And you're right. These are discussions that they're going to have. They are, we've sat and we've talked with them. We've negotiated with them. I can tell you they're hard negotiators. I think that's somebody you want on your side. And I think they're also people that are open to economic ideas, because at the end of the day, we're all economic actors and we're trying to find an economic solution that works for everybody.